Trump's budget proposal narrowly passes. What it means for America. The U.S. House of Representatives has just passed a budget proposal backed by former President Donald Trump, but not without controversy. This proposal, which narrowly made it through the Republican-led House, includes major policy shifts, such as deep cuts to Medicaid and tax reductions that favor businesses and high-income earners. Supporters argue that these tax cuts will stimulate economic growth, creating more jobs and reducing the financial burden on corporations. However, critics warn that reducing Medicaid funding could leave millions of low-income Americans without proper health care access. The debate has sparked a nationwide discussion about economic priorities. Should tax cuts take precedence over social programs? As this budget proposal moves forward, it still faces major hurdles, including approval from the Senate. If it passes, it could reshape key aspects of the U.S. economy, affecting everything from healthcare to job markets. Federal judge blocks Trump's refugee ban. Here's what happened. The battle over immigration in the U.S. has taken another dramatic turn. A federal judge in Seattle has officially blocked former President Donald Trump's attempt to suspend the U.S. refugee admissions system, dealing a major blow to his immigration policies. This legal showdown began when refugee aid groups and individuals challenged Trump's decision, arguing that halting the program led to job losses and chaos in the resettlement process. The judge agreed, ruling that Trump cannot override existing congressional laws that govern refugee admissions. The Trump administration defended the move, claiming that cities were struggling with high migration levels. However, critics argued there was no real evidence that refugees were causing harm. The ruling even highlighted heartbreaking cases of families being torn apart and people stuck in dangerous conditions due to the ban. This decision stands in contrast to another judge's ruling in Washington, D.C., who recently declined to block similar restrictions. With such a legal divide, it's possible the case will head to a higher court. So, what's next? Will Trump's legal team appeal the ruling? And what does this mean for future refugee policies in the U.S.? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for more updates and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest news.